Hi all. In this video, we'll discuss about one of the interview question in Python. And the question is, what is reindexing and how to implement reindexing in Python? So let's first understand what is reindexing. So reindexing means changing the row index or the column index in a data frame. Now let's see how to implement that reindexing. So for that, first what I will do is I will create a data frame with some random numbers. So I'll keep the data frame variable name as df. Then using pandas library, I will create the data frame. pd.dataframe, and I'll generate some random numbers. So for that, I need to take the help of NumPy library. So np.random.rand, and here I will pass the number of rows and number of columns that I need. So I'll give it as 3, 3. So I want 3 rows and 3 columns. Accordingly, I will give the column index. So for that, I need to pass columns argument, and I will pass 3 values in that because my number of columns is 3. So I'll give the column index as ABC, and then row index. So for that, I need to pass index argument. And here also I'll pass 3 values: 101, 102, and 103. Now we have created the data frame. Now let's see the output of the data frame. So we have the column indexes ABC and the row indexes 101, 102, and 103. And since we have generated some random numbers, so these are the random numbers that are being generated. Now let's first see how to apply reindexing in rows. As you can see, my first row is 101, second row is 102, and third row is 103. Now let's see if I want to change the position. I want to show 103 is the first row, 101 is the second row, and 102 is the third row. For that, I need to take the help of reindex method. So reindex method is used to apply reindexing in rows and columns. For that, I will write the data frame name dot reindex method, and I will pass the row numbers in whatever pattern you want. So I want the first row to be 103, then 101, and then 102. So in this pattern, I will pass. And this is what the output we got. As you can see now, the first row is showing as 103, then 101, and then 102. And accordingly, the numbers will be shown based upon the row number. So in 103, we had 0.25, 0.56, and 0.62. This is what is displayed over here. And in 101, we had 0.62, 0.59, and 0.90. And then 102, we had 0.19, 0.32, and 0.94. So in this way, we can apply reindexing in rows. Now let's say if I mention one number, or if I mention one row index which is not present in the current data frame. Let's say, for example, if I write df.reindex, if I give, let's say, 103, then 104, then 101, and 102. Now 103, 101, and 102 are present in my current data frame, but 104 is not present in the current data frame. Now in that case, what will happen is, if I mention the index numbers which are be it the row index or the column index, if I mention that particular index number which are not present in the current data frame, then for that particular index, it will be shown as NaN. Now let's see this. Now for 104, we didn't have any records in the current data frame, so it is showing as NaN in that particular row. Now if you want to replace that NaN, so for that, what we can do is, let me just copy this code. Pass one argument is fill underscore value is equal to, so whatever value you give, that value will be shown instead of NaN. So let's give it as not found, for example. Execute it. Now this NaN got replaced with not found. Then this way we can replace the NaN values. Now this is how we can apply reindexing in rows. Now let's see how to apply reindexing in columns. Reindexing in columns. I'll put the comment reindexing in columns. For that, the same thing, I will use the reindex method. Now let's say I want to show the first column as B, then the second column as A, and the third column as C. So this is how I'm mentioning the index number. The first column should be shown as C index, then the second column should be shown as A index, and the third column should be shown as, sorry, the first column should be shown as B index, second column should be shown as A index, and the third column should be shown as C index. In this way, I want to show. Now, for reindexing in columns, you need to pass an argument called axis. Axis is equal to columns. Because by default, it takes rows. So if you see, when I applied reindexing in rows, I didn't mention any argument over here because by default, it takes as rows. Now, if you want to apply reindexing in columns, you need to pass this argument and it write it as axis is equal to columns. Let's execute it. As you can see, the indexing has changed. Now the first column is B, second column is A, and third column is C. And accordingly, the data will be displayed. So whatever records were there in B column, those will be displayed first. Compare over here. This is my current data frame. So 0.59, 0.32, and 0.56. This is what we got. So in this way, we can apply reindexing in columns. Now, if I have passed a column index which is not present in my current data frame, so that will show as NaN, just like your row indexing. I write df.reindex, and let's say if I pass D, so D is not present in the current data frame. D, then C, then A, and then B. So in this way, I want to show my data frame. So the first column should be shown as D, and the second column should be shown as C, then the third one is A, and the fourth one is D. And then axis is equal to columns, because I want to apply column indexing. As you can see, this particular D index was not present in my current data frame, so it is showing as NaN. And accordingly, it is showing in that particular fashion, whatever pattern I have mentioned. So the first index was D, second was C, then A, and then B. Now, if you want to replace those NaN values, so we can use the same thing, that is field underscore value. Let's copy this as a third argument called field underscore value. It is not found. Execute it. Now see, NaN got replaced with not found. So in this way, we can apply the reindexing in rows and columns. So that's it from this video. Thanks everyone.